Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today, we're exploring Daniel Goleman's groundbreaking work, Emotional Intelligence, a book that challenges the traditional notion of intelligence and argues that emotional aptitude can be more important than IQ. Goleman explores real-world examples of emotional breakdowns, scientific discoveries, and practical applications of emotional intelligence in personal relationships, the workplace, and even physical health. Our journey begins with a simple yet profound observation: a bus driver's ability to transform the sullen mood of his passengers into a ripple of good feeling simply through his own enthusiasm and friendly demeanor. This anecdote sets the stage for Goleman's central argument that emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage our own emotions and those of others, has a profound impact on our lives. Goleman highlights the growing concern of emotional ineptitude in our society, citing news reports of violence, rage, and despair. He argues that this emotional crisis stems from a disconnect between our evolutionary emotional repertoire and the demands of modern civilization. He explains that our emotional responses, shaped over millennia, are often ill-suited to the complexities of today's world. The book explores the neurobiology of emotions, introducing the concept of emotional hijacking, where the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, takes over, overriding rational thought. Goleman explains how this hijacking happens in an instant, often leading to impulsive actions we later regret. He provides a detailed account of how sensory signals reach the amygdala before the neocortex, enabling the amygdala to react before the thinking brain has a chance to fully process the situation. Goleman emphasizes the interplay between the amygdala, the emotional sentinel, and the prefrontal lobes, the emotional manager, highlighting how the prefrontal cortex can dampen the amygdala's signals, allowing for more measured responses. He cites research on patients with damage to the prefrontal amygdala circuit, showing how their decision-making becomes flawed even with intact IQs. This research suggests that feelings are essential for rational decisions, guiding us in the right direction before logic takes over. The book introduces the concept of emotional intelligence as encompassing 5 main domains: self-awareness, managing emotions, self-motivation, recognizing emotions in others, and handling relationships. Goleman argues that these skills, unlike IQ, can be learned and improved upon, offering a powerful counterpoint to the notion of a fixed intelligence. He presents research demonstrating how emotional intelligence can be a better predictor of life success than IQ, highlighting the master aptitude nature of emotional skills. Goleman emphasizes self-awareness, the ability to recognize feelings as they happen, as the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. He discusses the concept of meta-mood, awareness of one's own emotions, and different styles of attending to feelings. He also explores the phenomenon of alexithymia, a condition where individuals lack words for their feelings, highlighting the importance of emotional language. He emphasizes the crucial role of feelings in guiding personal decisions. He points out that while intense feelings can disrupt reasoning, the lack of feeling can be equally damaging. Managing emotions, particularly handling distressing emotions like anger, anxiety, and sadness, is another key component of emotional intelligence. Goleman details the anatomy of rage, highlighting the role of the amygdala and how rumination fuels anger. He presents research showing that venting anger is often ineffective and suggests alternative strategies, such as reframing the situation, cooling down, and challenging anger-inducing thoughts. He also discusses effective strategies for soothing anxiety and managing melancholy, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and cognitive reframing. Goleman explores the power of positive emotions such as hope and optimism, defining hope as believing you have both the will and the way to accomplish your goals. He highlights research demonstrating hope's role in school achievement and challenging jobs. He also presents research on optimism, defining it as how people explain their successes and failures, and demonstrating its impact on motivation and achievement, especially in sales. The book explores the concept of flow, a state of peak performance and learning where emotions are positive, energized, and aligned with the task at hand. Goleman describes flow as a state of effortless action and absorption, where individuals lose self-consciousness and experience spontaneous joy. He argues that flow is intrinsically rewarding and is achieved by focusing attention, finding an optimally challenging task, and losing oneself in the activity. He suggests that flow is not only essential for mastery, but also offers a powerful model for education, engaging children through intrinsic motivation rather than external pressure. Empathy, the ability to recognize emotions in others, is presented as a fundamental people skill. Goleman discusses how empathy builds on self-awareness and the ability to read nonverbal cues such as tone of voice, gestures, and facial expressions. He also explores the development of empathy in children, highlighting the importance of parental attunement and the detrimental effects of misattunement and abuse. He connects empathy to ethics, suggesting that it is the root of altruism and compassion. The social arts, or the ability to handle relationships, are explored as skills in managing emotions in others. Goleman discusses display rules, social norms about expressing emotions, and the importance of emotional contagion, where moods are transmitted unconsciously. He explains how rapport and influence hinge on emotional synchrony, where moods and physical movements mirror each other. He emphasizes the importance of these social arts in organizational settings, arguing that emotional intelligence is becoming increasingly valuable in the workplace. Goleman explores the application of emotional intelligence in marriage, highlighting the importance of communication, handling disagreements, and repairing emotional rifts. He examines gender differences in emotional expression and how they can lead to marital conflict. He also offers advice for men and women on improving communication and resolving disagreements constructively, emphasizing the importance of non-defensive listening and speaking, empathy, and validation. The book examines the role of emotional intelligence in the workplace, arguing that the changing nature of work demands greater interpersonal skills. Goleman discusses the importance of constructive criticism, diversity, and organizational savvy. He cites research on the detrimental effects of destructive criticism and the benefits of an artful critique. He explores the dynamics of diversity and prejudice, suggesting strategies for creating a more tolerant workplace culture. He also discusses the importance of organizational savvy, including networking and building effective teams, emphasizing the role of emotional intelligence in these areas. The book examines the interplay between mind and medicine, exploring how emotions affect health. Goleman cites research on the mind-body connection, particularly the link between the nervous system and the immune system. He reviews data on the medical impact of anger, anxiety, and depression, highlighting their role in various diseases. He also discusses the medical benefits of positive emotions such as optimism, hope, and social connection, suggesting that emotional support and talking about troubling thoughts can have a positive impact on health. Goleman emphasizes the importance of early emotional learning within the family, highlighting the impact of parental emotional intelligence on children's development. He notes that family life is our first school for emotional learning, where we learn to feel about ourselves, read and express emotions, and navigate relationships. He discusses various parenting styles and their impact on children's emotional competence, emphasizing the importance of attuning to children's feelings and coaching them through emotional challenges. The book examines the impact of trauma on emotional development and the possibility of emotional relearning. Goleman discusses PTSD and how traumatic memories can become embedded in the brain's emotional circuitry. He explores the neurobiology of fear and how traumatic experiences can lead to hypervigilance and anxiety. He suggests that emotional healing can occur through relearning, often facilitated by therapy, where individuals can reprocess traumatic memories in a safe and supportive environment. Goleman argues that temperament, though influenced by genetics, is not destiny. He reviews research on shyness and boldness, cheerfulness and melancholy, suggesting that early experiences can modify temperamental predispositions. He explains how parental responses to a child's temperament can either amplify or mute innate tendencies, emphasizing the importance of providing opportunities for children to develop emotional self-regulation and social skills. The book explores the costs of emotional illiteracy, citing alarming statistics on violence, depression, substance abuse, and other problems among young people. Goleman suggests that these problems are indicative of a growing emotional malaise, where children lack essential emotional and social skills. He argues that emotional literacy is as important as academic literacy and calls for greater emphasis on emotional education in schools. Goleman discusses the potential benefits of emotional literacy programs, highlighting their positive impact on children's emotional and social competence, behavior, and academic performance. He examines different approaches to emotional education, including dedicated classes like self-science and the Resolving Conflict Creatively program, as well as integrating emotional lessons into existing curriculum. He emphasizes the importance of teacher training, parental involvement, and community support for creating effective emotional literacy programs, arguing that these programs can contribute to character development, moral development, and the overall well-being of children and society. The main takeaway from emotional intelligence is that emotional aptitude is a crucial factor in determining life success and well-being. Goleman challenges the traditional emphasis on IQ and argues that emotional intelligence, encompassing self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, is a learnable set of skills that can be cultivated throughout life. Here are some easy-to-remember heuristics from the book. Know thyself. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Manage thy passions. Learn to soothe distressing emotions and harness positive ones. Connect with others. Empathy and social skills are essential for building strong relationships. Temperament is not destiny. Innate tendencies can be modified through learning and experience. Emotional literacy matters. Cultivating emotional intelligence is a lifelong endeavor with profound benefits for personal and social well-being. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book exploration.